And our guests tonight are two men who graduated from the Nightmare Factory Class 1. That's right, the first class, the class that set it all off, that laid the groundwork. And now they're actually, after being victorious at the first ever Nightmare Factory Student Showcase, they're now making a name for themselves as one of the hottest up-and-coming tag teams. A tag team you definitely gotta watch. A tag team you don't want to sleep on. Trust me, they will wake you up and tell you, hey, we out here. Keep looking. Everybody, welcome to the show, the Hotshot, Hunter, Knott, and Rosario Grillo. Gentlemen, how y'all doing tonight?
Well, real quick before we get started, this seems to be something that everyone messes up. Okay. So it's the S is pronounced like a Z. So it's Rosario, and then it's Grillo, not Grillo. It's very American. Rosario Grillo.
That's him.
Was Rosario, my bad. I'm not trying to appropriate your culture.
No,
I took Spanish 1 and 2 in college.
No, a lot of people pronounce it that way. Every time someone pronounces it that way, my mom
yeah, because I tell people, when we have people of Hispanic descent on our show, it's a habit I have. Like I found out when I was like 20 years old that my great grandfather was Hispanic, so like Venezuelan. So I was like, I took Spanish 1 and 2 in college, and now every time I see a Hispanic name or so on, I can't help but pronounce it like the way it is.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, and especially now with cancel culture and everybody getting offended, I tell people, hey, look, I'm not trying to appropriate your culture. It's just a habit I have. But trust me, I'm not trying to be funny.
No, yeah.
It
happens a lot because people think it's a Spanish name. It's actually, I'm Italian.
Okay.
So that's where.
Oh, cool.
We're good.
I get a good laugh out of it.
What's the I forgot you said good. How are you? Como is it? No, como você está is Portuguese. Como está? Como está is how you say it in Italian. That's all I know. But I gotta say, gentlemen, I've been seeing you guys. I just gotta say congratulations. You guys have just been picking up the momentum, and it's getting crazy. I saw that first student showcase. Man, I tell you, man, y'all definitely put up a fight with the nice guys, and it paid off. And I'm looking for. I still got to see the student showcase 3 because I heard a lot of good things about that one too. But yeah, so how have things been going for y'all, man?
Good. Everything good. It's been busy nonstop. Nashville 2 weekends ago.
Chicago after that.
Orlando after that. And
cool.
All over the world.
After graduating,
that's cool, man.
Nothing but busyness.
That's cool. So Rosario, you're from up here, right? You're from New York, right?
Yeah, I was born in New York. I moved to Jersey. I was 5.
And Hunter, I could only assume you're from the Northeast, maybe New York, if not New York, Massachusetts, right?
Close, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
New York and Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know y'all gotta come back up here and do a tour. Y'all gotta, you gotta come back home and show all your boys.
If you know any promoters or any promotion, we want to come to New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, anywhere in the Northeast.
Why would you not want us? Why would you not want us? It's ridiculous.
Hey, promoters.
It's ridiculous.
Promoters, y'all heard, they want to come to New York, Pennsylvania. They want to come to the Northeast. So definitely go ahead and book these guys. Y'all might not want to sleep on them. They're definitely doing the damn thing like it's no other. And, they're looking forward to be. Trust me. Oh, geez. Rosario, how the New York scene is, the New York, New Jersey scene is. I ain't got to tell you. Not at all. Actually, my tag team partner is coming on here for a short while. Rob Bass. So let me go ahead.
What up?
Hey, everybody. So for those of y'all that don't know, this is my tag team partner, the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He is the tranquil dart of Ringside Society and Delaware's greatest American hero. He is Rob Bass, and you are not. Rob, how you doing, man? So normally, for those of y'all that are familiar, I would normally go ahead with my questions first, but since my man, Rob Bass, he got to go out and do his thing. I'm gonna let you go first, Rob. Go ahead, man.
All right, sweet, thanks. So what's going on? How you doing tonight?
What's going on, Rob? How are you, man?
Oh, I'm well, man. I'm man. I have to go to the training center and all, and I was like, man, if I miss this episode, I was gonna kick myself and all that. I was like, you know what? I'll let them know. I might be a couple minutes later, or whatever. So I'm gonna talk with y'all. So.
Oh yeah, man.
But you made it.
Oh yeah, I made it. I'm here. Better late than never. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. So I only had a couple questions to ask y'all. Like, what was it like wrestling on AEW, man? Like, what was it like on there, man? How was the TV production? You know what I mean? Going back there, like, did y'all have to do makeup? Do all this stuff? What and catering? I always wonder what the spread is like over there, man.
The best.
Do they hook it up?
Yes.
Tremendously.
Yes, they do. And the best part about it is a lot of us have, specific meal plans that we have to stick to. They cater to that. Like, they'll have some gourmet, delicious food. And then they have, the typical just chicken and rice and broccoli. But it's also delicious. Like, they make the meal plan very enjoyable when you're there. But wrestling for them, it's a dream. It's literally a dream. Every time we go out there, we wrestled in Chicago in front of 12,000 people. 12,000 people in less than a year of training.
Yep.
We started wrestling, March 26th was the first indie booking we took. So in less than 6 months, we got to wrestle in Chicago, a place where I went to All In.
Crazy story.
As a fan. I had 4 seats at All In, and then 3 years later, here we are in the ring in Chicago.
And incredibly, incredibly blessed to be able to do the things we do and all the opportunities that we've received. We've come a long way, very, very long way, and there's still a lot more way to go. But just to accomplish what we've accomplished now in this short of a time period, it's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, man. Isn't it awesome how everything comes full circle sometimes, man? You're there as a fan, and next day, I'm out here kicking ass, dispensing justice in this ring in front of 12,000 people, like, woo! Man. So when y'all were at the training center, man, what was like the best advice y'all got from Coach Cody, Glacier, and all that y'all still use to this day?
Yeah, so we actually are getting continuous advice from all of them. Like I said, we still have a very long ways to go. So every single day that we get into that training facility, we're working our butts off. I don't know if I can swear on this. So
you're good.
Butts is good. So every single minute that we're in there, we're just testing their knowledge, having them help us get better. Glacier was actually a huge factor in us as a tag team. Learned a lot of stuff under his wing. Cody and QT, again, tremendous coaches. QT especially, very, very underrated. Very underrated. But his knowledge and psychology and just what that man can do in the ring is through the roof.
Yeah.
We've learned so much from them.
QT doesn't get enough credit for what he does, not only for himself, but for the wrestlers that are in AEW. People like Anna Jay and Preston Vance and Alan Angels and Lee Johnson. Like, he has a blueprint on half the roster in AEW because of what he can do coaching. I would say the best thing that we were told was keep your ears open and your mouth shut wherever you are.
And another thing is, listen, slow down.
Yeah. Oh, and one that's on our whiteboard upstairs from Alan Angels. Be the biggest star in the ring.
You combine all those three, you're golden. So we're still working on it. We'll get there, but we will be golden.
That's right. Yeah, hey, I'm hoping to see y'all start going around the country, man, collecting tag team gold everywhere y'all go, man. I'm waiting for y'all to come up here. I'm waiting for y'all to come up here to Delaware to 1CW, man, and start, doing some stuff, man. Because November 6th, I'm ready.
Maybe soon.
Right now, we're just two strapless fellas, but hopefully we can change that.
That's right. Yeah, because we do the thing with our sister promotion, CCW, you know what I mean? You got the Renegade Twins, the Cat Spencer up there. They go up there tearing it up, so.
Hey, you may see TSF in Delaware sooner than you think. Who knows?
Hopefully, in all the other areas around there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely. Man, it'd be awesome. Hopefully, man, they schedule me to rep one of y'all's matches, man. But I might do a quick count, for the other team. So when y'all pay, I'll be like, oh no, and then when y'all, I'm like 1, I'm like I took my shoulder out, Oh man. Oh man. So I gotta ask y'all, like, what are y'all like watching right now? Like any new movies, TV shows, and stuff? Because like I always get caught in the same stuff. Like I actually started watching the show on HBO, Barry. It has what's his name? He was on Pineapple Express. He was in the very beginning. He was in the Bill Hader. He's like a hitman and becomes an actor or whatever. Yeah, man, it's a real good show and all, man. I was like, all right, finally got something new. But I'm always looking for something new. You know what I mean? Like, what are y'all?
Yeah, so he put me on to Supernatural. So when I'm around the house doing something or I just got some downtime, I throw on some episodes, binge watch that. We all watch Heels together.
Great show.
I will say this on every interview that I am on. Stephen Amell, you and I have a mutual friend. Okay? Go ahead. Your best friend, my coach, my mentor. We have a similar friend. You and me, please make it happen. You're one of my favorite actors, and I want to get in the ring with you. You call CR, I'll call CR. We'll get it happening.
Let's get Jack and Ace TSF.
Sorry. Anyway, so Heels.
You're
good. Heels is a great show I've been watching. Kat Spencer put me on to Friday Night Lights. My sister had been yelling at me for years to watch it, and now I'm watching that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, Supernatural. I'm a big TV show guy, especially on Netflix. Listen.
Here we go, Sanson. Power Rangers all day, as you see behind me.
Not a big Power Rangers guy. I just can't get into it. I'm not knocking them by any means. I mean, I'm looking at like 18 different action figures right now in this guy's room.
Oh, that's awesome.
But so I'm a big binge watcher on Netflix. I've watched Breaking Bad, fantastic show. The Walking Dead, another really, really good show. Dexter on Showtime, fantastic. Yes. Fantastic. Like I said, Supernatural. I've seen it all. The Office, another good one.
And when we're not watching that, every Monday and Tuesday, we're watching AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation. On Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on TNT, we're watching AEW Dynamite.
And how about Fridays now?
Fridays, you can catch AEW Rampage on TNT
That's right.
at 10 p.m. And this Friday, CM Punk in action.
So much wrestling in 1 week.
I know, man. I'm like, yeah, man, it's like so much to do and stuff, man. It's like, woo! Y'all are like, woo, killing it. Yeah, I love Supernatural too, man. Look, the last episode of Supernatural, I'm like, I know it had to end like that. I'm gonna spoil it, but I like saying that the episode before that one was the ending, the final episode.
I agree.
I like that one. I like seeing it end like that. Like, all right, yeah. But the first 5 seasons of that, oh my god, that was like the best thing ever with the Angels.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to end after season 5. Season 5 was supposed to be the last season, but they just kept going.
Yeah, and then they went with those what was it? The things that turned into what were they called? They were like they go into outer world or in between whatchamacallit, and then things turned into they had these big two things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say much just because of him, but I know exactly what you. Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember what they were called. Yeah, it was yeah. And then Breaking Bad, that show's great. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now Power Rangers, I like the movie that came out a couple years ago. A lot of people were giving it grief. I actually liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was different, so I enjoyed it.
No worries.
No. Oh. Well, you can, but not.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, it's pretty long, but I was like, yeah, I like this movie. Yeah. See, I didn't get into it when I was a kid because when it came out, I was like 14, 15. You know what I mean? I was doing other stuff. You know what I mean? Same with Pokemon. I didn't get into that stuff till later. I came an adult and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Hey. Now, before I only got one more question or whatever, a couple more questions. When is y'all's next show that y'all are going to be performing at? Do y'all have any bookings this weekend, this month, next month? Y'all packed up?
Yes, we do. So this Friday, running out of Covington, Georgia, is Platinum Championship Wrestling. They're doing one of their big shows. It's called Swamp Rules. We'll be wrestling on that show. Eddie Honcho and Crystal Rose. And why would we not be on the show? We're probably the ones that make them the most money there. You want to go ahead and talk about all of the places we're going in October?
Oh, all of the places. That's where I said. Let's see. We got October 2nd. We will be up in North Carolina for UPWA Tag Team Tournament. The winner gets a title shot in January.
You might as well just give us a bye.
I think we just have automatic buys to the finals.
We should.
We're just the best. So. And then we'll get gold because gold is our color. If
and
you've seen our new tights, gold is definitely our color.
Definitely our color. And if you enjoy money, you'd put gold on us. So keep going.
October 7th, we will be at Atlanta Championship Wrestling in Atlanta. Then we have GPW October 9th in Jasper, Georgia. The following weekend, we will be in Nashville, Tennessee for CCW. Following weekend after that, we'll be somewhere in Florida. And then the following weekend after that is Halloween. I don't know what we'll be doing for that weekend yet. We're not booked, but I love Halloween, so probably doing something fun.
That's right.
And then PCW now, as well in October. As second and fourth Friday of the month for PCW.
Okay, that's cool. So where's the farthest y'all traveled so far? Have y'all gone been to California or anything yet?
Chicago.
Chicago is probably the most. That was 12-hour drive for us.
Now California though, we would love to go there. Like I said, we're trying to hit all the territories. We want TSF to be a household name all over the United States.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that Chicago drive. What'd you say? It was a 12-hour drive? Woo!
Yeah. Hey, but it's worth it because we want the standard family to know our name. TSF.
Oh, I'd make that drive too. You know, I mean, hey, I don't blame y'all, but yeah, we look at you like, woo, 12 hours. Oh man, did y'all have to stop off somewhere, take a nap? Or y'all were just like, man, switch off.
There's three of us. It was us two, and then our other roommate, Dean Alexander, who's absolutely crushing it in AEW as well. So we all drove up there together.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, get the little car, get the car packed, man. Get a little bonding time, man. Telling stories and all that good stuff, man. That is awesome.
Yep.
Nothing better, man. Nothing better. Now, I do gotta ask, are there any, since y'all have been in wrestling, for about, a year or so or whatever, have y'all had any funny, backstage road stories that have happened? Like maybe somebody forgot their gear or, something crazy happened, I mean, you can change the name and protect the innocent if you need to.
So, actually, one of our first bookings at PCW.
One of our first bookings ever.
One of our very first bookings. I only had wrestling training shoes at the time, and I forgot them because I was going to try out kick pads for the very first time too. Was very excited for my new look and everything. Opened the bag, forgot the shoes. So our one friend there, also from the Nice Guys when they were a tag team, Jacob Ryan, he was lucky enough that he was there. He gave me his boots, and I put on his boots. They were all white, and honestly, he's the reason why I'm wearing boots now. Because I looked back at the video, saw that I have boots on now, and I look so much more like a wrestler.
You're forgetting. It was actually the first time we went, you forgot both your shoes, so you had to wear your sneakers. And then the second time we went, you forgot one shoe, and that's when you had to wear the boots.
I was very new to the business, so it happens. It happens.
No, I mean, there's so that's a funny story. A horror story is when we got to Chicago for we were there for All Out Weekend. We got there Friday for Rampage, and we were told we were going to have a match. And I opened up my gear bag, and something had leaked in my bag and soaked my tights, my knee pads, our entrance hoodies that Hunter's wearing right now, soaked everything. And luckily, for some reason, as we were leaving that day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab my new tights and bring them with me just in case. Just in case. And sure enough, I had them with me. I was able to wear them. And then Hunter got gear to match it, so we look even better. Just
even better than we already did.
Two sexier fellas now. Two sexier fellas.
How's that even happen?
That's right. Just like that song, I'm too sexy for my shirt. You know what I mean? Hey. You know what I mean? Oh, and the Diamond Sheik, man, he popped up, man. He wanted me to let everybody know y'all his friends, man. We got to represent
the Sheik's friends.
Austin Greek. Yeah, man, Sheik needs to hit me up with a loan, man. I need to borrow a couple bucks, you know what I mean? I need a new car, man. I need some new shoes.
Hey, how do you think I found my Power Ranging collection? Sheik just helps me out.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm tired of wearing boxes on my shoes for feet, man. You know what I mean? I got to walk uphill 5 miles both ways when I have to go somewhere. You know what I mean?
Snow, just like how my parents went to school.
Yeah, that was my pop. He's like, I'd walk uphill 5 miles both ways. What are you talking about? I'm like, oh my God, really?
It's not even geometrically okay. Can't even do that.
You mean they didn't have Teslas then?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're just going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy because you said something spilled today and stuff, man. I got my card today and my hand sanitizer. I had it in my little thing right here next to me, and for some reason, I guess it was hot in the car. It exploded and leaked all inside there, man. Got over everything. I had sunglasses all in there. I'm like, oh, come on, man. I had masks in there. I was like, so yeah, that sucked. That was awful.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah. Now, I do have a funny story too. My first day, like doing ring crew and all that, right? Man, I was going up there, and it was we were setting up the ropes, and we were sitting there. It was like, all right, everybody, we're turning the ropes, however many times, I forget, whatever. So I'm sitting there, I'm chatting with everybody. I'm turning like this, and, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Well, I'm turning it right, but I'm supposed to be turning it this way. So I'm going like this, and I'm like, why is this not tightening up? All of a sudden, boom, the top rope just comes flying on there. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna fire me. They're gonna kick me out and tell me never come back, man. Oh my God, man. It was all right. They thankfully didn't stay.
That happens so often during ring crew because sometimes the turnbuckles are on differently. Like righty tighty, lefty loosey, but sometimes the turnbuckles flipped around, so the left is tight and the right is loose, and
you can't trust anything.
Yeah, get it together.
I know, man. Yeah, I was just like, yeah, see, what had happened was I was at a funny angle, man. You know what I mean? Man. Oh, man. Now, before I pass it on back to Remy, man, I want to say, thank you all for coming on and chatting with us, man. It was great to talk with y'all, man. I had a blast. Sorry I have to cut it short. I got to head on out, man. But, yeah, hopefully, man, we can get you back on here again, man, and all that good stuff. And I wish y'all nothing but the positive things, man. I hope you go around collecting gold everywhere you go and just dominate every federation territory you go to, man.
We're trying to be like Thanos with the gauntlet. We're trying to get every Infinity Stone possible.
And thank you for the kind words.
Thank you for taking time to come on with us. We definitely have to do it again when you don't have to go to training. So we'll definitely try to do it again.
Oh yeah. So Remy.
Yeah. Remy. Awesome. So we got the Diamond Sheik actually left a bit of a question here. He's saying that he knows that you've had a few matches. You guys have had a few matches on Dark. Which signed AEW talent was your favorite to work with?
That's a tough question because they're all wonderful people. And like the opportunity to wrestle now is already one of the greatest things we've ever accomplished. But for me specifically, our first match was
that's what I was going to say.
Even though they murdered us, they're very mean people.
Yeah, Spears and Wardlow definitely has to be one. We've had unbelievable fortune to wrestle so many great people. Butcher and Blade, 2.0, Spears and Wardlow, as we said. We had Wrestle the Factory.
That's probably my number 2.
Yeah, the things we were able to do in such a short time already has been so much fun. And hopefully you haven't seen The Last of Us there. Hopefully we can still have the ability to show what we can do in a ring. As many other people have seen how fantastic we are.
Just being able to step in with such talented people, we pick up so much and learn so much. Just any rep is a rep, but being there and learning from them is incredible.
Agreed.
Yeah, I always say, if you guys stick, my impression of y'all is if y'all stick together, keep on networking, keep on working, you'll definitely get to where you need to be eventually. I mean, every tag team starts off small. I mean, look at some of the best. I mean, you had the Midnight Rockers, the Road Warriors, so many people, London and Kendrick, and so many have started off so small, and eventually, they ended up becoming, bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was all by hard work and networking and just getting yourself out there. And to me from the outside looking in, that's pretty much what professional wrestling is. It's getting yourself out there and telling people, hey, we're here, this is who we are, we're ready to show y'all what we got. I think Chris Sanson, he is asking, when are you using the bathroom again? I know where that came. I know where that's from.
I'll tell you what. He was at the Nightmare Factory every day. For some reason, we both walk into the bathroom at the same time to get I would be in there and then he would come in, or he'd be in there and then I would come in at the same time every day. And I was like, hey man, you just follow me in here? Like, what are we doing here? And that's actually how we became friends, because we just kept bumping into each other in the bathroom. And it's just like, hey, how you doing? Good. You? All right. See the game this weekend? Yeah. And that's how we became friends.
I actually had no idea about this.
Sanson, isn't he in Nightmare Factory Class 3? Didn't he graduate with them?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Hey, Sanson, if you watching, we coming for you too, Ninja. Booker T reference right there. Yeah. Yeah, so once we're done with class,
not just class 3, but all the other camps too. Make sure you follow camp 2 as well in the upcoming class 2. Your showcase should be out in the next 2 months.
But also follow us.
I thought that was.
I'm watching them.
They should follow.
Trust me, I'm watching everybody right now. As a matter of fact, we got Kyle Flahaven who's going to be on this Friday.
Okay.
And then Casey Rocker, we're gonna have him on Monday.
New generation.
And I'm in talks with Luca Wren, and
Luca
rest Mercury Peace. I want to get that guy on here too. But yeah, we're getting close to y'all. Yeah, but Sheik has another one for Grillo. He's like, have you ever went for a tag and your partner wasn't there? Like, he was in the wrong corner. Okay.
Hey, you want to go no comment? You want to tell us?
No comment.
No
Next
comment.
question.
No comment.
Next question.
Sheik, you know something, don't you?
No longer the Sheik's friend.
Yeah. Yeah. So I gotta ask you guys. Obviously, how did TSF come together? Like, how did that happen? Because I asked the nice guys the same thing, and they told me how they told me how it happened. So I'm just curious, like, how did you guys like come to become this amazing tag team that's kicking butt and taking names all over the US of A?
So back in September, like we said, and all of the social media yesterday was our 1-year anniversary from when we all moved down here to start training. So we actually both moved. Like I said, me from PA, him from Jersey. And I was in an Airbnb staying down here. Renegade twins, huh? Anyways, I was in a Airbnb while we were down here for the first like 4 weeks-ish, 3 weeks-ish. Yeah. And the Airbnb actually ran out. And this guy, like the second day of camp, I walked in and saw him, and we immediately just clicked, just like that. Like we were just really good friends, had really good chemistry. I just asked him, like, hey man, while we're down here for these 3 months, do you mind if I just stay with you? And he graciously enough took my homeless self in. And ever since then, we just really had that connection. Leading up to the showcase, we actually weren't planning on tagging together.
We wanted to.
We really wanted to.
That was the goals for us to tag.
Really, really wanted to, but it was never like, oh, it's definitely going to happen. It was just, oh, I wish it did. And like, what was it, like 3 or 4 days before the showcase happened? Mm-hmm. They were like, hey, you guys are a tag now. And we were so happy. It was our first match, so it was very play-by-play type of thing. But after that, we were like, all right, this is our thing. Let's go out there and let's make a name for ourselves.
Yeah, we have such a chemistry together that people actually thought we were brothers and knew each other before the camp. But yeah, it was just that we're very similar in every single way. It's very weird. Like, twins joke that they share one brain. Somehow me and him share one brain. We're always thinking the same thing, whether it's in wrestling or not. Like we'll pop each other because I'll look at him and know he knows what I'm going to say. And like, we're thinking the same thing. But yeah, it happened organically. We met at school, and like he said, he ran out of time at the Airbnb, and I had an apartment by myself, so I was like, yeah, man, I don't have an extra room, but if you want to crash on an air mattress,
right on an air mattress, right in his living room.
Yeah, and honestly, that was some of the best times that I had. It was just we would go to practice together, and we come home and we just hang out, and we play Warzone with Hayden Backland all night long, and we just hang out, tell stories. Our friends would come over, and we would just stay up, just hang out. It was just, it was a lot of fun. And we were gracious enough to be able to tag. And then we got invited back to the factory. And we were like, hey, I guess, we should keep doing this. Like, everyone seems to like how we are together. And that's how TSF was born. And, now we live together, and there's no getting rid of us. We're going to be on your TVs for a long time to come.
Just two stuck fellas. And like we said earlier, the whole marketing thing too, like we bring two different audiences. Like my friends will follow me, his friends follow him, and that's just one big group right there that follows TSF. So it's just like in all ways an advantage, and just being able to have it with my best friend, it's just incredible.
That's cool. It's always a great thing when some of the best tag teams you have are when the two guys are actually like the best of friends, even outside. I mean, you got like one of the most underrated tag teams right now, even though they're not teaming. Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. You know, guys, friends since they were 18, and now they're like, you know, I got a feeling that in Impact they're gonna hold those tag team titles together. I don't care what anybody says. It's just, and then you have people like, you know, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. You know. And what's another tag team that was pretty much good friends? I guess Bubba Ray and Devon. You know, so yeah.
And another tag team, the Renegades friends actually just joined. They're sisters, so they're very connected. So their chemistry and everything is absolutely phenomenal as well.
Yeah. Speaking of female tag teams, another tag team that I'm hoping to see more of is, and you guys saw these ladies, Brooke Havoc and Kat Spencer. They had like probably the most badass, the baddest entrance. They probably had the baddest entrance at that student showcase when they pull up in that black vehicle, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome right there, man. And oh jeez,
we got nothing for being the stars of the show. Everybody, they get the Corvette, they get the McDonald's. No, we got the Honda Accord, the Star Pack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Sanson. Thanks. Yes, that's the other team. Edge and Christian. Yep.
Yes. That's another one.
Yeah. So I another question I gotta ask. So, and each of you can answer in your own way. What was the event or pay-per-view that got y'all interested in professional wrestling?
Boy. So you're gonna hate it. No, you're gonna hate it. So I'm 21. Quite an age difference. Not quite. I'm sorry. Not quite 6 years. Not bad. But wrestling-wise, that's the So he was a big attitude guy. I actually got into wrestling whenever John Cena was like the big baby face, like over with the kids, over with the crowd. So a pay-per-view that I vividly remember watching as a kid that really got me into it was whenever Cena returned at the Rumble. Which one was that?
When he returned at the Rumble? Was that
Royal Rumble 2008?
Yeah,
when he won it?
2008. I couldn't think of the year, but yes,
Royal
Rumble 2008. That was the first one that really got me into wrestling. Like I said, I've seen bits and pieces. Like I said, I was a fan of John Cena. I knew who he was. I liked him, but I wasn't really into wrestling yet. But I watched that pay-per-view in full, and I was like, okay, I love it.
So, yeah, Attitude Era, but I mainly grew up with Ruthless Aggression. Like, you know, I was, once I got into that, I went back and watched Attitude Era, but Ruthless Aggression was when I started. The first thing, it's very weird that, this, I remember it to the date. I remember the segment that got me into wrestling. And it's very weird that this is what it was. It was December 6th, 2001. Do you remember the Kiss My...
Hey, I was one.
Yeah, shut up. The Kiss My Behind club that Vince McMahon used to have.
Yeah.
So,
I'm laughing because he tried it with Stone Cold, and Stone Cold whooped him with a bat. He's like,
similar. The one that got me was when The Rock did it to him, and he brought out like Trish and Stacy and JR, and then eventually he brings out Rikishi and makes Vince kiss Rikishi's behind. That was the first thing I ever saw in wrestling. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to watch this every week for the rest of my life now. And I The Rock was the reason I got into wrestling. So I have a Rock tattoo on my calf. So, like, he's what got me into wrestling.
Yeah, you trust me. You started watching at the right time. Like Ruthless Aggression, Attitude Era was good, but Ruthless Aggression was a bit better because it was more athletic and so on, with the same amount of like raunchiness. But that was definitely a great time as well. And even the late 2000s, that was a pretty good time too, when you had John Cena coming back. Oh man, I tell you, don't be ashamed of your ages. I'm actually 38, so I started watching in 1990. So that's when Shawn Michaels was on Raw.
Yeah, you do not look at it.
Thanks. But yeah, that's when Shawn Michaels was a rocker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin was stunning. So yeah. So speaking of rockers, I mean, TSF, if you guys had to like say, who would you say that some of your tag team inspirations are when you're like tag teaming? Because there's been numerous tag teams over the span of 30, 20, 10 years, who would you say is like your your inspiration when you guys are out there tagging so much?
I already know what he's in. Well, I already know what they're making.
I'm gonna do current generation and older generation. I feel like that'd be the best way. So current generation, FTR. Love FTR. Very, very big fan. Just watching every single one of their matches, you learn so much about tag team wrestling and just the old school way that they do things. Like it, I love the fact that they brought it back. How they're trying to do what Arn and Tully did. It's such a big thing for me. And honestly, while we're on Arn and Tully too, I was a big fan of theirs back in the day. I don't know if I would put them as my favorite from back then, but they're definitely a close two, if not my favorite. I'll let you go ahead.
So yeah, FTR is exactly what I was going to say. I don't want to say take a lot from them, but we draw a lot of our inspiration from them. How they move, not even the actual moves, but their mannerisms, what they say, what they do, what's one doing when the other one's in the ring.
Yep.
Take so much from them. And another one, I know they're not a tag team anymore, but DIY.
Yeah.
Johnny and Tommaso were one of my favorite tag teams. And Johnny's actually one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. One of my all-time favorite matches that I saw live was him and Andrade in Philadelphia. That was one of my favorite matches. Yeah, DIY is something I draw from a lot, and we do as well. And so it's tough because I didn't really watch, like 80s, 90s, or early 90s wrestling until I started wrestling. And I would probably say Midnight Express.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is probably my one. And then Arn and Tully definitely a close second.
Yeah, I agree.
Boom. Excellent.
Yeah, the Midnight Express, they were, oh man, that feud that they have with the Rock and Roll Express.
Yep.
And the way Stan Lane would come in and would do those like martial arts like kicks, I'm like, yo, this is a great combination right here. And it's they I always say like that was, if I had to give like a top 10 best tag team feuds of all time in professional wrestling, that would definitely be one of my top 10. The Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express, that had everything there. You even had the heel manager, Jim Cornette, who would constantly cause distractions or whatnot. But yeah, that was definitely a great feud. So speaking of,
I was gonna say, the older generation tag teams is so great to learn because they didn't do much, but their psychology was so good. So just those little things, and that was another like big thing that we've learned while we've been training is the little things matter. FTR, DIY, TSF.
It's the three letters.
Speaking of which, what does TSF stand for?
Ooh,
what doesn't it stand for?
We've heard it like 10 times. Two sexy fellas.
Two sexier fellas.
Those stupid fellas in the videos.
They should follow.
Yeah.
I like that. It's like you don't know.
Like the new shirt that we just put on ProWrestlingTees.com/tag TSF today.
Yeah, can you remind me
with our
what
updated picture from AEW?
Oh,
it's right on the front, black and white, little TSF logo on the side, and then hey, we got a new one coming tomorrow.
A little spooky shirt.
A little spooky Halloween shirt. A little TSF Halloween shirt coming tomorrow.
Spooky fellas.
See, awesome.
Whatever you want.
I like that. I like how y'all have like TSF, but nobody knows what it really stands for. It's like, is it those sexy fellas, those spectacular fellas?
Yeah,
that's it.
Those sinister foes. You know, it's like you guys are brilliant. But by the way, Rosario, no offense, please don't kick my butt. When you said Johnny Gargano, you kind of resemble him. You kind of look like you could be cousin.
Right now, I go.
So when I shave, especially too, a lot of people say I look like Way. I look like Austin Theory, and he looks like Gargano.
I do. Yeah. Come there. Put a little high and tight fade on him, like the Marines have. What? Let me find out. Y'all related to them guys. I'm gonna ask y'all to get an autograph for me, man.
It's funny. Like people say it to me a lot. If you watch anything that Johnny goes from the announcement that they're having, Alan Angel sent me that video and goes, "You guys are the same person. Everything he says, everything he does, same person." he posted last Sunday. He went to the Browns game. He doesn't miss the Browns home opener. I don't know why. I'm a Jets fan. I do not miss the home opener at MetLife
Awesome.
with my dad for anything in the world. So, like, the connections are. He collects Power Rangers. He collects Spider-Man. I collect Power Rangers. I have a Spider-Man tattoo. Like, we're the same person.
What he's basically saying is, Johnny, please wrestle him one day. One day.
Please. I do the Hertz donut. I do. You and me, money. We can do like it's like Undertaker.
I'll be ringside. Theory can be ringside for you.
We can do like the spot where like you put a hand up and I put a hand up and we're doing like a mime spot. Yeah, dude.
Johnny, you heard? These guys want to challenge you. By the way, you might want to get Cat Spencer, one of them Renegade Twins, for Indy Hartwell and Candice. Well, not Candice. Candice LeRae is pregnant right now. But if y'all are still if y'all wrestle them and she's not and she's pregnant or whatever, you might have to deal with what's her name? Indy's best friend. So they should have a female on your side, Yeah. So I just got two more questions, because it's about that time for Dynamite. I don't want y'all to miss, and I don't want to miss because we got Kenny Omega and Brian Danielson tonight. So not saying I'm not enjoying the interview either.
Cody's on the show as well.
Wait, pardon?
Coach Cody.
Oh yes. Actually, your coach was in one of our dream matches. Yes.
Cody.
Yeah, well, there's also Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes versus the Sumerian Death Squad, which was Malachi Black and Michael Dante. And I was wondering, we were wondering how that match would go. Hopefully that could happen, somewhere down the line. But yeah, Sheik is right. It's time for Grand Slam. You're right, Sheik. You're right. But my second to last question for y'all is: when y'all are at the gym working out, getting ready for your next match, what are some songs that get y'all like pumped up, like yes, ready to take these reps with motivation and knock them out like some bosses?
You seem ready.
So I haven't had the chance to listen to music when I go to the gym because I'm usually working out with either Cat Spencer or Dean Alexander or both. So it's usually just our conversations. But in the off chance I go alone, I don't know. I kind of just put my library on shuffle. It's Drake, it's Meek Mill, it's Future, and then it's Juice WRLD, but then it's also country, and then it's also R&B, and then it's hip hop, and then it's One Direction and Jonas Brothers. It's all over.
So me,
you're kind of like me.
Yeah.
On the opposite. I go myself because I go to Planet Fitness. They're not big Fitness guys, and truthfully, I really don't really.
They don't have weights for you.
I get it. But when I'm there, I always have headphones in. I'm listening to usually like Kanye, like he said, a lot of Future, Meek Mill, Post Malone. Sometimes I'll dabble into rock, AC/DC, Leonard Skinner.
I thought you said The Rock. Like
The Rock. Just dabble into the rock.
All his theme songs.
Yeah, I really don't have a preference for music. It's kind of just what song I like, I throw on. Not really any specific get me going song, but
cool. Once it just helps you, once you finish off the workout, or it helps you finish off the workout, that's what really matters.
No, exactly.
Yeah, that's how my playlist too. Like I have stuff from Hollywood Undead, Seven Dust, a little bit of Eminem.
Nope.
I one time had the Double Dragon theme song, so some guys took it and made a rap out of it. It sounded really cool. I had some Carly Rae Jepsen. Don't judge me. I think she's very beautiful, but that's another conversation. But yeah. Hunter, Chris Sanson. Oh man, I hope you got a tag team partner, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna need one.
But my last question is, there's tag team wrestling has been booming in AEW. It's somewhat decent in WWE, and I'm not biased by any chance. I'm not pro WWE. I'm not pro AEW. I'm pro wrestling. And there's been numerous tag teams all across the board in indie wrestling and so on. What are some tag teams that y'all would definitely like to face in the near future? Doesn't matter where they are.
So obviously, like we talked about with our favorite tag teams, FTRs and dream match. If that could ever happen, that would be one of the biggest things for me. On the indie scene, hopefully we can set it up soon too. The Tate teams, they were OVW champions very recently. So I think it would be really cool for them. They have a great gimmick going, like really, really good wrestlers. And like you said, throw it up. Go ahead.
Overkill.
Yeah.
Carly, Ashley, Vicky, David.
Any one of them. Any of the 47 of them that are in that thing.
Yeah, we'll face you.
Yep.
Like you said, FTR is definitely a dream match. Pro-wise, I mean, there's so many to choose from. There's so many amazing tag teams. Obviously, the Bucks come to mind, and FTR, as we said, but there's also the Lucha Bros and Five and Dime and any of the Dark Order tag teams. But one of mine personally, the Acclaimed. We'd love to get a chance to work them. I feel like we would have a good match with them. I know we joked about it before, but it would be funny if it was TSF versus Johnny and Theory.
That would be great.
That would be hilarious. I mean, pick and choose any tag. You just throw a dart at a dartboard for AW tag teams, and we would love to face any of them. There's so many. There's so many tag teams on the indies as well that we would love to get a chance to face. Yeah, for the opportunity. Milk Chocolate, that's another one.
Yep, we're trying to wrestle everywhere. Any match we get, we're wrestling.
Do you have a tag team? Put them in a match with TSF. Give us the name. We'll go about 30, I guess.
Probably.
We'll tear the house down. So if you don't care about the building not having a roof, then put us in there. We'll sell out your tickets. We'll sell out merch because that's all we do is just sell fantastic items at our merch table. So put us on a show.
Yeah. Again, do you like money? No further.
TSF.
So y'all promoters that are watching this, sorry, I think somebody's actually drag racing outside. But for those y'all that are actually watching this, beg pardon?
Is it Cat Spencer drag racing out there?
I don't know. I can't see. It's kind of dark out. But for those y'all promoters that are listening, definitely look out for these guys. They're doing it big. You don't want to sleep on them. Book them as soon as possible because eventually the price is gonna go up. With popularity comes money, and I'm just saying. Strike.
I need money.
I would just like to get a drink.
Yeah, but I just gotta say, TSF, it's been great, having you guys on here.
Thank you for having
me. Thank you very much for giving us the chance. I definitely see nothing but great things for y'all, and trust me, when I see TSF is all elite, I'm gonna definitely hit up my co-host Rob Bates and my other co-host Kathy, who couldn't be here. Be like, yo, we just had those guys on the show. We were talking about how they look like Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. Yeah, look where they're at now. So yeah, man. But I just got also congratulations on the 1-year anniversary. Class 1. Y'all definitely set the groundwork for many classes to come. And y'all probably heard me say this before, but pretty soon, class 10 or class 20 or 30 and many classes beyond that are gonna come in and they're gonna see that plaque and they're gonna be like, oh snap, yo, that's TSF. They're about to go for the tag team championships in AEW. Oh snap, that's Nan Boteo. Yo, him and Higher Lobo, they just beat the Lucha Bros. Yo, this is the first class. They started here? Yo, that's crazy. So yeah, but I just gotta say it's definitely an honor having y'all on. Before I'm sorry, go ahead.
Didn't we beat this guy?
Hey, be careful, Josh Breezy. I heard he. Hey, I heard he's nice with the raps, man. He might put a diss track out on y'all, man. Be careful.
How many likes did he get when he got in the showcase?
I think he said he got the 40 at least.
All of them.
Shout out to Josh Breezy, who's easy with the raps, man. What's going on, Josh? But before I shut down the show, where can fans find y'all on social media if they want to find out when next appearance is, or if they want to purchase TSF merchandise and all that good stuff?
So you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, at JGrillo23. on everything.
At Knott 12 on Twitter and Instagram as well. It's a lot of people do my last name.
And while you're at it, WrestleNet Live on YouTube and Instagram as well.
Do more of these sexy colors.
Every Thursday we come out which features all four of us living in journeys in wrestling. And wait, while you're at it, like we said, ProWrestlingTees.com/tag TSF. You can get our brand new shirt with our AEW picture on it. And then tomorrow, you can start your orders for the Halloween shirt because you want to get spooky wearing a TSF shirt. And then while you're there, the shirt. It's beautiful. It's soft. You look super jacked. That just may be me because I'm super jacked. Get Dean Alexander's shirt while you're there and check out the rest of Class 1s while you're there. But mainly, we need the money.
Awesome. And the Instagram, that's where the promoters and bookers can find you when they want to book you for their shows, right?
Or you can email us at book.tsf@gmail.com.
Instagram DM or Twitter DM, doesn't matter. DM us something. You like money.
Awesome. So y'all promoters, y'all heard these guys, especially y'all up in the Northeast, they want to go back home. So definitely hit these guys. If you want your shows to sell, definitely hit them up as well. And trust me, you won't regret it. But y'all heard them. They got merch out. If you can't make it to the shows, definitely go ahead and cop some TSF merch. They have it available. Cop some Cat Spencer merch, and also Nightmare Factory Class 1 merch as well. But make sure you check out TSF first and whatnot, and support indie wrestling. I mean, 99% of your AEW superstars, WWE superstars, Impact superstars come from the indies. So definitely support. If you don't support indie wrestling, I keep telling y'all think I'm joking. If y'all don't support indie wrestling, you see how skinny my co-host Rob Bass is? He ain't eating properly. So if you don't support indie wrestling, you're gonna find a skipping rope in your pot. That means you gotta skip a meal because you done ate your food already. He'll eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and he's about that life. So support indie wrestling. Or we'll just have the bodyguard and Sheik pay you a visit. And trust me, you don't want to do that. It's not nice. But with that being said, TSF, once again, thanks. Class 1 to the rest of y'all, Cat Spencer, Brooke Havoc, Nan Boteo, the nice guys, and everybody else. There's a lot of y'all, so I can't name everybody. And we're actually on time constraints. Congratulations. And with that being said, we just want, if y'all want to find me on social media, you can find me on Twitter at @TheRemyBlue, and you can also find me on Facebook under Remy Blue. You can also find our podcast on Instagram and Twitter under @Ringside Society. We're also on Twitch under @Ringside Society 2019, and we're also on Facebook. We have a Facebook group called Ringside Society. Check us out there. And we're also on YouTube. Yes, we have a YouTube page, which is where this episode is actually being streamed. We have a lot of great episodes like this one, the Diamond Sheik episode, the Bodyguard episode, the Renegade Twins, Cat Spencer, Audina Divinity, and many others. So make sure you subscribe to us. Don't personalize it. Do it for all the videos as well. And with that being said, also we have a Teespring store. Yes, we have a Teespring store. We have merchandise there. We have shirts, tank tops. Winter's coming. It's about to be hoodie season. Cop yourself a hoodie. All proceeds go back into keeping this show afloat. Doesn't go back in my pockets. Trust me, I'm still eating hamburger helper. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight live. Thank you very much. Much shout out to Josh Breezy, Chris Sanson, and Diamond Sheik. To those of y'all that are going to listen to us later on via YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook group, thank you very much in advance. And those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we would just shut down shop and go away. Yeah, like what TSF said, and also like myself in the Golden Corral, we're not going anywhere for a while. So look. But with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we here at Ringside Society are very well aware that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But just remember, we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. We're not just any podcast. Hashtag we are not the same. So I'm going to say this one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for one of the best up-and-coming tag teams in professional wrestling from Nightmare Factory Class 1. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast. Ringside Society. And with that being said, we're still going through a pandemic, so y'all stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.